good? Misfit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Hey, what's good? Misfit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow, what's good with you? You heard? We in the motherfucking building. We got a good show for you tonight. Me and my pimple is here on deck. We are live and motherfucking direct. What up with the chat? Chat, where you at on the mat? What's Gucci? Woo! P730, I see you. Prop gang, where you at? Prop gang, what up? What we doing?
Hey.
We lit today or not? Conspiracy fit. Yeah, stop playing.
Yeah. I like poppin' bottles. Yeah. I like nasty hoes. I like fucking models out they fancy clothes. I lie.
Alright, man, welcome, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. First and foremost, thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Thanks for everybody who comes week over week. If you're new to the stream, welcome. This is my dumb advice, where we talk about everything from fucking battle rap to relationships to dinosaurs. Yes, I said it. Dinosaurs. We talk whatever the fuck we want to talk. You know why? 'Cause it's my show. Talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. But nah, man, overall, it's always a good time. The chat is always involved. Cause that's what we do. We're family. We've built a community over here on this side of town. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have fans. I have family. You feel me? Family. I like that. I just made a new word. Family. Holla at me. Nah, man, but we got a special guest today, man. We got Sheed Happens in the motherfucking building. The boy been doing his numbers. He was in a UN4 tournament. He got, numerous battles, and a lot of people really like his style, right? So I wanted to talk to him a little bit about his career, where he's been, where he's going. But not just that, man. We have a good old time, man. I'm going to ask him all the questions that I want to ask. His point of view is, it seems pretty, how would I say? Different, right? For lack of a better word, different. We actually did Opinionated together, and I thought he was super dope on this show, and definitely would be an addition to what we have on this side. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce She Happens in the motherfucking building. What's good, my guy? Okay, trophy.
What it do? First of all, we got to give a trophy for Ms.Fit real quick. We have to do that before we move on to anything. Can you hear me good?
Yo, if y'all hear him, put a thumbs up in the chat if you hear him good. I hear you good.
Appreciate you for having me on the show.
Okay, I got trophies in the chat. They throwing trophies in the chat. I see you, baby.
That's the emoji. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
It's all part of marketing. You know what I'm saying? Trophies for everybody throwing up the trophy, man. Don't be afraid to come and get your trophy when you see me too.
That's what's up. So where did the trophy originate from? What was the first time like it came to mind? Like, tell me about it.
I was originally I only been battle rapping for like 2 years, right? So whole time when I got introduced to Facebook groups and shit like that, I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is on Facebook? Well, right. Facebook groups, like what the hell is this? So my home league and shit at the time, I just wanted to shake up the group. So I was like, all right, bet, let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna have an award show. So I took my the owner of the league that I was dealing with. I took the owner and I put him like on a podium. I face swapped him onto a podium and made up categories to make it like I was doing like good trophies and bad trophies. I was doing shit like best delivery, come get your trophy. Who had the worst choke, come get your trophy. Who had this and that, like come get your trophy. So after a while, it kind of shook up. Next, I had like 126 something comments, right? So
nice.
Next event I went to, motherfuckers was like, yo, can I get my trophy, please? Can I get my trophy? And I was like, man, this shit might stick. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead. The next thing you know, I started saying trophy is my version of like fire. I was like, Band Legacy Weekend happened like probably like a month later after I did that. So I'm in the back of Band Legacy Weekend, like, trophy. If I heard something crazy, trophy. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep stamping trophy. So even if you don't know who I am, don't know nothing, maybe trophies will make it. Trophies actually made it on Caffeine before I did. That nigga Jay Black came out with a trophy and was like, yo. So, I mean, you know, the brand took off before I did. So that's my alias now. You hear me?
That's what's up. Now, man, I think a lot of people in battle rap don't even understand the importance of marketing, right? And I think the battle rappers who stay the most or who stick are the ones who build and solidify brands. Not just being a good rapper. That's just not enough no more. Like, being a good rapper is just not enough. It's too many people doing it. You just have to have, like, something that stamps you. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it. Even like Ivy League school, you gonna have a 4.0 be the when you submit your resume and shit like that to the schools, they'll be like, yo, what else you do? You don't swim, you don't play chess, you don't do nothing like that. So you just all grades? Nah, we looking for somebody a little bit more interesting.
Facts.
Type of thing. So it's like with this league and shit, they always looking at how to market somebody or how to brand somebody type of shit. So if you already do the footwork for them, man, you taking off, man. It's just like how these artists are, man. A CEO now, Yo Gotti, fuck around and see what you doing. He look on your followers. Oh man, this nigga got 200,000 followers. Obviously he doing something. Right. Type of shit. Let me, that's just how the new wave is. You know?
That's a fact. But man, what's up, man? Your latest appearance was on the UM4 tournament, right? Tell me a little bit about what that process was like for you, and you know what I mean. What made you get into it? What was that first call like?
Wow, it's a lot. I had a battle with G-Lo in a Survivor Series. Before that, I set out for a year, not due to choice. It was just like a back out or two, and then it was like So when G-Lo came around Survivor Series, I did that. That was last November. Mm-hmm. And between November up until Ultimate Madness, I had like 6 backouts. Like I had like some people ducked, some people they couldn't find them no more. They just disappeared. Some people had health issues, so I was just sitting there like, man, what the fuck, man? Like every time I feel like my buzz is going up, I sit down for a long ass period of time, and then it's like, man, what the fuck is going on? So I had a battle that was locked in, and then I think between P and Bills, they was dreading on calling me. They called me. It was like, yo, it's not going down. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, man, I done had like since January to June, I had 5 opponents. And I was like, man, I can't keep on, right? This shit is killing me. So then they was like, look, we was already going to sell you, but you were in Ultimate Madness. So that kind of like negated everything else that happened. I was like, oh shit, all right, well, that's a bet. I'm going to go ahead and fuck with that. So the initial call, I was frustrated. And then when they told me that, everything kind of went away. I'm glad it kind of played out the way it did, because I was lined up to battle Stumbles. And an issue happened with Stumbles that we couldn't battle. And I would have been mad as hell if I went into Ultimate Madness knowing that I already battled somebody that's in the selection. I'd have been mad as fuck. So I'm glad it turned out the way it turned out. Between the whole Caffeine, that was a hell of an experience, man. I done been to a lot of functions and a lot of events, and just to see, Caffeine is one of them things that I was telling people that if people didn't take your rapping serious, then they take it serious now. As far as like the consumers on the outside, rap is a oversaturated type of talent, such as like modeling. You run into a girl who bad but pretty as shit. She say she model. You be like, oh, you too? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, until she pull out that portfolio and like, damn, I had you fucked up. You was on America's Top. So Caffeine was one of them things where I could pull out the portfolio and be like, look, I was in a position to make a revenue of $25,000. You want to take that serious or what now? Type of thing. So it's like, I really love that fact, because the promotion behind it, the commercials behind it, how they just pushed it forward, made it easier for some people who wasn't fucking with me, who wasn't rocking with me. Now they rocking with a nigga type of thing like that. So that was just on the outside. inside of my circle, man, for my area, it was just that so many people was proud of me. You know what I'm saying? So many people was fucking with me, fucking with that. I went against Murder my first round, and Murder was more so of like a home league type of thing. They his league Pit Fights, shout out to Pit Fights. They're about 30 minutes up the road, and we're in my league OSBL. We always compete all the time. So inside, in our little world, that was like the Cowboys versus the Washington football team. You know, it was just like, it didn't matter. It don't matter what game it is, what time in the season was, that's our Super Bowl type of thing. So for me to bring that home, that win, and the style that I brought it home, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, it took me probably 3 days to really come off that high off the win. And the thing about, you know how it is, Ms.Fit, when you have a crazy battle, you get to sit with that battle for a week or two, like, I really did that. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But after like 2-3 days, you had to like snap out of it. Like, man, I got some more shit to write, man. Yeah. I ended up having True Foe next, and when I originally got into this Ultimate Matter setting, I knew that preparation is going to be a motherfucker. One thing that I learned about myself is that people be saying like, you know, some people write fast, but they memorize slow. Some people write slow, but they memorize fast. Me, I have that ability for both of them. I write fast and I memorize fast. Problem is with me is I'll have 2 or 3 days of writer's block. Like I'll have 2 or 3 days, like 2 or 3 days where I'm just like, I don't even feel like rapping. I don't feel I'm doing something. It's like some days I just really need a break. So 2 or 3 days can be very, you know, detrimental in this type of setting. So I'm going through that creative process, and I'm like, all right, cool. One thing I did learn about, another thing that I learned about myself is that I can know my material all I want to, but until I'm all the way comfortable in my material is when I get to add my accents, my inflections, my performance, things and so forth like that. When you're up there on that fucking stage, you're just so busy trying to be clean. Next thing you know, the rhyme might be like headshot, then the nigga dead. But if you're saying like headshot, then the nigga dead. But if you had it pressed like headshot, he fall down, then you know it's other shit with it, you know. Right. But when you don't have that you know, that time to put into it, I was just really up there just trying to get through my material. I honestly, on the app, they had me winning, despite what the judges had, and that's how I felt at the moment. But I understood why True Foe won. He engaged with the crowd. He just it looked like he wanted it more. You know, it just looked like he wanted it more. So when you break down the bars, I actually, in my opinion, I won in the second and the third, and I think that translated onto the app. So on the app, I'm 3-0, and I'd rather take the app accolade because he didn't go on to go ahead and win, you know, Summer Madness and all that. Since he's out of the tournament now, his win against me, to me, it doesn't reflect on that, you know, type of thing. So how that shit just played out, I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with it. I ain't even tripping. So Caffeine was a hell of an experience. Even from them, like, pulling up to the hotels and shit, you might they chauffeur you, food, all type of shit. They was really invested into the MCs, man. I tried to do a promo without my trophy. They was like, yo, where's your trophy at? Right, I mean, people I haven't even met yet. And I'm like, damn, how they know about the trophy? They're like, nah, we heard about you, man. Go get your trophy first and then come back. So, I mean, Caffeine, man, I didn't just feel like, you know, I didn't just feel like I was a stranger walking in that building. I felt like, man, nah, man, they kind of rolled out the red carpet. So shout out to the whole staff at Caffeine and URL for locking in that deal, man. That's a great look out there.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, shit. I've always had positive experiences with Caffeines, even through the podcasting and everything. So I don't have no complaints. But as far as the tournaments, that's always something that I always feel like it has to be tough, right? I've never got into a tournament, only because anytime it has came about, I just feel like I wasn't ready for that kind of commitment, you know? And just like you said, some people write fast, memorize slow. Like, memorization for me is not the best. I mean, it can happen,
got you.
but a week, nah. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm not
Three
comfortable.
rounds a week,
A
man.
week, yeah.
That shit crazy. And you know, we on the East Coast,
Right.
so that flight and the jet lag is real. That shit is real, man. You can play it off as much as you want to, but 10 o'clock there, it's 1 a.m. over on this side, man. Look, I'm old as fuck, man. I'll be sleep. I'll be sleep. So, you know, it just be a bunch of shit that go into play over there. One thing that I didn't quite like,
Mm.
and it had nothing to do on the caffeine staff at all. It was an open invitation. So when I'm outside, I'm hearing a lot of people like, you know, my man just told me to come because it was free, you know, type of shit. So I just rolled with him. His man might be the battle rap fan, but his other two men just came with him, type of shit. So if I'm saying shit like, you know, right behind Cortez, like Ms.Fit, a nigga might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know, type of shit. So it's like, I need battle rap fans there,
In
type
here.
of shit. One good example of that is Elijah Strait is battling DG the Piranha the following week. You know, they came back for the losers week.
Right.
DG Piranha, Elijah Strait says, get a body snatch out of nowhere, like Miss Hustle. Half of the crowd is like, oh, the other half is like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? It's like, see? It's like, you know, it's like, man, see, we need the crowd, you know. So it was such an open invitation. That's what I kind of didn't like. But other than that, man, it was a hell of an experience. Nothing like Cali weather, nothing like Cali food. You know, it was a great experience, man. If I had a chance to do it all over again, knowing I'm getting eliminated, I'll do it all over again.
Yeah, real shit. I mean, it's entertaining to watch, but to be honest, my opinion of the tournaments, as long as you got that chat rocking, you lit.
Mm-hmm.
That chat
Yeah,
gotta rock. You feel me? But judges though. Judges, they weren't in the building. So they seeing what the chat is seeing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't know. What do you feel about the judges not being in the building?
I think it had a lot to do with a lot of shit, man. URL cheat, man. They got bread, but they cheat. They cheat, man. If they can find a way to save some money, man, they gonna find a fucking way to save some money. So they like, oh, we got a live stream. All right, well, you know, they can, you know, they can understand, but you know, it's just certain dynamics that they might not get. You know, round two was in a different part of the building. There was actually curtains making it into a room. So I don't want to sound too crazy, but you know, the acoustics and shit was a little off. You rhyme into a curtain, your words go flat and it absorbs into the curtain. You rhyme in an open house, yo, you can hear, you know what I'm saying? You want that type of, I said, yo, you just want to feel like everything is kind of closed in. So the room we were kind of in kind of gave us like a equipment field type of room. It was shit all over the place. That's why like Gotti and Emerson Kennedy, they was like, what the fuck, we in the boiler room or something like that. They just put like a light right there to give it that feel, but they kind of was in a boiler room. Right. So it's like from the first round, we had an open space, big ass lamp over top of us. It felt like the arena. This one kind of felt like something over to the side. I knew it. I didn't get to test the acoustics, but when I said my first line, I said I'm on a kill streak. It felt like my words went out and went right to the ground. It didn't feel like it just bounced off the wall. I was like, oh shit, vocal projection is not my strongest suit. Gotcha. So I'm like, damn, this nigga True Foe, he always such a loud nigga. I'm just hearing, I'm like, all right, cool. Right. But then when I went, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be struggling to be kind of heard. But other than that, man, it's I liked it, man. Like I said, I'll do that shit over. I'll do that shit over, knowing I'm getting eliminated. I'll do that shit over, man. So Shout out to everybody that's involved, man. Who you got taking the I think we went over this on My Opinionated, but we on your show now. Who you got taking the whole thing? We got Real Name Brandon next, and we got MVP. Who you got?
I think our answer was not next. Just not next.
Yeah, just not next. Just not next.
So it's
Let's
either
clarify
Real Name
that
Brandon
first.
MVP.
Let's clarify that. Well, on my half, I'm saying not next because next has been getting so much hate, and
Right.
it feels like if you take this nigga side, you're getting
going
the hate
down too. Yeah.
So I want to stay away from any type of next slander. You know what? I hope Next get the fuck out of here. I hope Next get the fuck out of here. But I got MVP.
Well,
I got MVP winner.
I haven't been as impressed with Next as much as others are. That's all I'm gonna say, right? I mean, I'm not saying he's horrible. I'm not saying none of that. But what I'm just saying is, based on the hype that was given to me before I've actually seen something solid, I was like, oh wait, you know what I mean? It's I almost feel like he was overhyped for a minute,
Yeah,
and then I was
you.
like, oh, okay. And then people saying he a plant, like it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it got crazy, man. It got crazy, man.
It's different.
It just got crazy, man. They saying, do you know why they calling him a plant?
Not really. I just see like, people are saying he's not that good, and they just put him there. Like, why they saying he a plant?
It's like, what y'all want this nigga to do? He was in Crucible, right? In Crucible, nigga P and some other people was like, man, you too good to be in here. Let's put you on Survivor Series. They took him out of the tournament, right? He go on Survivor Series and kind of do his thing. And then he goes right to Born Legacy, you know what I'm saying? And he do his thing. And then after Born Legacy, he go right to the tournament. So he called himself Mr. Skip the Process because it just seemed like he was passing his test on the way up. So they said, man, you know how URL is. If they think they got one, they were like, let's put it to the test.
Yeah.
And I think Ultimate Madness was the fastest way to get somebody battle prone, type of thing. It's like, all right, it might be stipulations like, well, the person he battled might not have took this battle too serious, or you know how that shit go.
Right.
But I think furthermore, it just pushed them, and then people just started saying, man, that nigga a plant, man. They put him here. They did this, and how that shit happened last week, man. 2 weeks ago when it was supposed to happen, man. I don't know how that shit played out, but it didn't help his case at all, man. I don't think the nigga a plant at all. I just think, man, what you want that nigga to do, man? Like what you want him to do? He gonna keep on going. What he supposed to say? Nah, man. Keep me right here in Survivor Series. Nah, man. Let me go, man.
Take what I can get.
Shout out to Next.
Shout out to him, man. And good luck to him in the tournament. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he won by vote, so he got it just as fair as anybody else has got it. Right?
Yeah, yes he did.
So, you said you only been battle rapping for 2 years. Is that 2 years battle rapping or 2 years?
Yeah,
I'm assuming you made music before.
Man, the thing about it is, I was trying to make music, and what I mean by trying to make music, I didn't realize when it was time to make music that engineer, you got to be like this. I just didn't know. Like back then, it was just more so when I was coming up with the confidence to kind of go in the studio. The thing that kind of prohibited a lot of stuff is around my way, go-go's really big in DC and Maryland. Go-go's really big. Before you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to be a neighborhood star in a go-go band because go-go bands was going to basement parties. They was doing shows, although you could make money right now type of thing just by being a band. And it was more obtainable, you know what I'm saying? At the time, DMV is kind of hot. But we didn't have no rappers from Maryland or DC that was putting on. This is way before Wale type of shit. So people were just like, you know what, we're going to stay true to our sound. We're going to do this. So I was the rapper in one of my bands type of thing. Then Go-Go started to kind of fade out for a little while. And then I ended up going on to my own ventures in life. After that, what originally happened was I was working at a hospital and I was doing inventory, and whole time I didn't have time to write shit. So I had to keep on saying shit in my head over and over again. I was like, you know what? I went from listening to songs every day to trying to rap over instrumental. Rap over instrumental. I'm saying my shit, this and that, this and that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna finally hit the studio. Fuck it, let me just hit the studio. Then I just had complications with I didn't know that, you take a beat that's on YouTube, they can come back and shut that shit down, type of thing like that. Engineers just falling off the face of the earth saying they're not doing it no more. I had a nigga die. I had a nigga get shot. I had a nigga get locked up. All these people quit in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm like, fuck this. I ain't doing shit. So it wasn't until my nigga Ace, me and Ace, a lot of people don't know, me and Ace went to school together. And we go way back. So Ace told me one day to just come into the studio. He got released from jail. He was out doing his thing. I was supporting him, type of thing. He just told me to come to the studio one day.
Right.
I laid down a verse. I didn't like it too much. He liked it. I didn't like it. But in between it, we was watching a battle.
Right.
And the nigga was like, man, what you think, man? I was like, what you mean? He's like, you think we should battle rap? And I was like, man, yeah. I was like, fuck it. And he's like, I'm about to do it. Little did I know that Ace don't be bullshit. So he had a battle lined up next week, like in 2 weeks. I was like, all right, well, you just go ahead and you do that first. And I use him as a guinea pig. I was like, yeah, you do that first. Let me see how that goes.
Right.
And he took the fuck off. He took the fuck off. So I never battled a nigga on the corner. I never battled a nigga in a cypher or nothing. The most I ever did is my verse was just, I had a verse. A nigga said his verse, and nigga was like, well, I like yours better. And that's it. But actually, like, wrote down, your mother stinks, you got STDs. I didn't do none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is a real, I'm coming up on 3 years right now in November. In November, I'll be coming up on 3 years. So I've been rapping for like battle rapping for 2 years. I've been writing and rapping since I was like 15, 16.
Got you. So who were some of the battle rappers you was watching, kind of like, to get you and Ace in that mood? Like, all right, let's battle rap.
Twerk, Nitty, Surf. I like B Magic a lot. Who else? Briz. There's a lot of niggas. My favorite niggas though, like what I mean by if a battle drop, I would have to go get some heat, roll my J. It was Twerk and it was Nitty. Like it was Twerk and it was Nitty. It's like, all right, let me prepare myself. Let me see what's going on. So between them two right there, those are the niggas. Those are the niggas that got me.
Got you. Speaking of Twerk, did you see the Twerk versus Loso battle?
I was there.
Yeah. What was your opinion of it? What did you think?
I honestly, before I even heard anything, because I heard a little bit of Twerk's verse before he went on stage, like the day before, and I was saying to myself, like,
shit, if you heard shit the day before, that means he was prepared.
I'm listening, and I'm just like, I heard him and Jack shit. Like Jack, man, it's just so crazy how that played out, because the day before Jack was going crazy. Like Jack was going crazy, and he had an episode on stage, but we'll get to that. But
okay.
Twerk, when I'm listening to the material, I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, this is about to be crazy, because I think Twerk, him being raised by his mother and his mother being a pastor, he has substance already.
Yes.
Type of thing. When Twerk has to, create from nothing, I think that's what he can do that all day. But when you got something to talk about, it's like it's a whole nother ball game. Thanks. So just hearing this shit the day before, I was like, oh boy, I wanted to hear Loso shit, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just save it for the stage. I want to see how it go. So I'm listening, and I'm like, oh man, his writing was very good, but the way it translated to the crowd, it just seemed like the crowd wasn't like really rocking with him. too much. You know, they was looking for electricity. They was looking for, you know, a 360 between the leg dunk. And the thing about that is, it's like, I still think Loso was doing his thing, but at that time, what the crowd wanted, Twerk was giving them that. You know what I'm saying? And I personally felt like Twerk got that 2-1. I'm going with the it's a arguably 3-0, but I'm leaning toward Loso a little bit in the third. I'm leaning toward him a little bit in the third. But the first and second, man, he just had moments in there where it was like,
undeniable.
What can you do, man? It's like, what can you do? I think Twerk is one of the most dangerous battle rappers alive. And the only thing that's stopping him from being the #1 battle rapper, in my opinion, is consistency.
Yeah.
That I think, because when he's on 100, everybody, he has the biggest if factor.
Yes.
Like, if he show up, if he do this, if he do that, when he does, ain't nobody really fucking with that man. Ain't nobody really fucking with him. But I call that 2-1. How did you call it?
I mean, I honestly thought Twerk was better every round. I just think Loso couldn't stay on the gas. Like, it was times where he was giving me moments, and I was like, all right, cool, this is it. Then he kind of just leaned off to it.
Yeah, it wasn't a full trophy. It was a mini trophy. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a mini trophy. It was right there. You know, it's like, damn, man. But
nah, man.
I feel you.
I the thing about Twerk, and like you said, is we love him so much. We like him so much that we just want him to do well. Now, Loso happens to be the battle, like his comeback battle type shit on URL, kinda. Even though he had a battle before it. But it was like, all right, cool. Everybody wants to see him do well. So all he had to do was complete 3 rounds, and he would have been good with the fans, let alone just win them rounds. So if he was delivering crazy bars on top of delivering a full battle, people was gonna go for him anyway. But what he did was he took Loso's game and used it against him, being a preacher's son, having all that knowledge and using it in his favor. And I think he did. There was bars like the Lazarus bar that Twerk had said, and then Loso said it, but Twerk did it better. So it was like, damn, son, it's tough. Like, you know, I wanted Loso to win. Like, I wanted him to get around, like something. Because we always want to see back and forths, right? As fans, we want the crazy battle. I don't think Loso got killed at all because he had great material. I just think, you know, Twerk was just a little better in certain rounds. You know what I mean? So
I think it's like Loso didn't get knocked out, but you had that hits. 8 count.
He had some.
You had that 8 count, like you got up and you fought. You did not get knocked out, you know, type of shit like that.
And you ain't tap out.
Definitely, you didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Loso for fighting and doing what he was doing, because at times, like you were saying, like I'm listening, like
right,
and it was just never the. It was like I don't think Twerk tasted blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he tasted blood, and with Loso, it was like, man, look at your eye.
Right.
It's like, look at that. I know you still fighting, but your eye, like, it's crazy. So I mean,
like when he did the bar so set so low for you, after that, it should have been don't let him get up. Don't let him get up.
I love that line.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you hit him. Now make him bleed, and then it just wasn't that. You know what I mean? It was always moments where I was like, and then damn, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to both of them, man. It was a great battle to watch. You know, I would love to see Twerk like this every time. And if he's like this every time, he's very unbeatable, right? You know, he has that electricity.
I think what's going to happen is we're about to get a lot of this. We about to get this Twerk a lot. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, that caffeine setting, it's love. I love it, you know, type of thing. But some MCs need that couple of seconds to get they thoughts together. And if the crowd is going crazy at that time, it's like let's think about it. Chef Trez's rebuttals, he's he's powering up as everybody's going crazy. So everybody's like, oh my God, that's a crazy rebuttal. He's able to do 2-3 more because people are like this. In the caffeine setting, people are not like this the whole time. It's a constant type of thing. Twerk is the type of person, after he lands a bar, he does
that.
Yeah.
He do that. I'm strapped
in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean? He had shit between the touch you Christian. You don't do nothing. He had something after that. But the crowd going crazy. He like, I'm strapped in. Like, we're gonna go right to it. Yeah. Like, so it's like, man, some of that shit, man, is a lot of improv. And I think you know, these MCs who've been in front of that crowd, they really miss that crowd, man. They really looking at it like, you know, there's another. I've been to the, you know, to the rappers arena, the constant back and like, all right, let's go. Because let's be for real. All of this was like a volume setting. You know what I'm saying? Just the background just kept changing. It was just a volume setting everywhere we went.
Loso would have did better in that environment, hands down.
And I think that's what he kind of wrote for.
Yeah, hands
down.
I
think that's what he kind of wrote for, type of thing. And he's been in that setting for such a while. I can't blame him. I can't blame him. But it's time to turn back on the stage, you know, type of thing. I think he had mixed writing with that. I think even in a tweet, he said, man, his writing was all for this, you know, type of thing. So, you know, lesson learned. I learned that same lesson.
He was angling too much and not barring enough for me. It's like, you can angle, but don't angle every round. Like, there's a reason big rappers don't angle every round. Like, make a point, but be brief with your point and move along. You know what I mean? Keep going. You know what I mean? All right, so I got some questions from the chat, right? So this is what we do every time. Let's go. All right, so first question is, who would you do a 2-on-2 with, and why?
First person is Ace. I also would not. I'm also not battling Ace.
Cause y'all too cool, right? Y'all came up together.
That's my man. That's my man's type of shit like that. This is beyond battle rap, so I'm not trying to do that unless it's offer some fun shit. If we go, and we've had offers to go against each other, and I still turned it down. But it'll have to be if we gonna take Ace out of it. Me and Cuban had been set up for a couple of 2-on-2s, but it just didn't go down. But I fuck with Cuban heavy. My other Maryland brother Swerve, I rock with him. But if we're not being Maryland, I'm gonna even take out Maryland. Jack Boy. Who else? I've seen some people say me and Bill Collector. Me and some people have said me and Dot, you know, type of thing. For real. I would like to be like partners with somebody that I just never thought I would be like a partner with. Like, I don't know, there's something different, man. Something different. But my top answer had to be Ace. My top answer had to be Ace.
Bet. All right. So, if you had a 2-battle contract to battle anyone in the culture, who would those battles be?
All right. First thing, Ms.Fit, I know you know, is money. Money plays a big role in everything of all the decisions.
Indeed.
So if we all get, if no matter who I pick, I'm getting the same pay. Okay. 2 people that I would want to battle.
Get the D.
All right, who would give me the most? All right, first person I will battle is Surf. I'll battle Surf.
Tsunami.
And the reason I will battle Surf because he's going to bring in the tickets. He's going to bring in the eyes. The advantage of winning is high. So if we're staying with that, I'm going with the next person is Hitman Holla.
Hitman
Holla. Performance base heavy. Bars kind of subpar, but the performance base is so fucking crazy. What he brings to the table, it's like, oh yeah, let's do that. So if I had a 2, I'm hitting the mill immediately. This is all about me at the end of it. So It'll be Hitman and Sue Surf,
Got you.
and hopefully Surf is underprepared.
Facts. Leave that
You
third
know how
round at
that
home,
go.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. Leave that shit at
Leave
home,
that
man.
third
Leave
round in
that
the
shit at
crib.
home, man. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. So yeah, that's what I'll go with.
All right. So, what do you think is more important, bars or personality, and why?
Personality, personality. We've seen people with the most intricate, clever bars, and that shit go overhead, it's
Lose.
flat, or whatever. But personality, you know what I'm saying? We done seen somebody say the most easiest shit and make that shit crazy type of thing like that. I kind of look at bars like, okay, you can wear some designer shoes, but if you don't freak it, if you don't make it your own, the laces, loosen it up, type of thing, swag out the shoe like that, you wearing it like a weak ass nigga, like
Yeah.
type of shit. So that's how I look at this shit. It's like, yeah, you got on that, but look how you wearing it. Like
Yeah.
you're not even wearing it right, type of thing. And a lot of people with the personality, they can take your bar and say it better than you.
100%.
And you can't necessarily mimic their personality because it's not you.
Right.
So I have to go with personality over everything, man, because personality, I think, really sell the tickets, man. You see shit like Lou Castro saying, don't, he was like, don't look at me. It's like, look over there.
Yeah.
Back at me. Like, it's like, shit like that, man, that's not even a bar. It's just fire. It's just personality, I had to go with personality all day.
I agree 100% because that's what makes the fans fall in love with you, want to see your battles,
Fact.
want to click on your YouTube. Because it's like, all right,
Fact.
cool. I mean, you could write for somebody and give them bars. You feel me? And just say, hey, go ahead, do it. And they won't even rap it right because if they don't have the
Fact.
right personality, there's shit that I've said in battles that is not that crazy. It's the way that I say it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So I
it
got
just
you.
be,
I got you. I got you.
like, when I said, I'm Red Bottoms, you Red Lobster. But it wasn't really the bar. I thought the bar was okay, but it was the, you Red Lobster. Like, it's the way you say it. It's like, oh, yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even
agree.
when you got personality, you could kind of deflate a nigga bar, but how he said it, you could say it back in your personality. All right, main example. Tay Rock versus Cortez. You on stage like, yo, play? He was like, if yo play, he was like, if yo play, and I'm like, it's just certain shit that is like, you know what, I didn't like that, I didn't like that, but it just worked, type. Shout out to Tay Rock too, Maryland, man, but yeah, man, it's just like personality really just go a long way, and like you said, it's a great way to get people invested to you. And how good is that feeling to know that, all fans really want to know is like, yo, do I know him? Do I feel like I know him? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I get his personality? It feel like he a nigga from around the way or some type of shit like that. That just make them more in tune to your shit, man.
Facts.
So that's what it is.
All right, good answer. So, all right, they said if you could put together a 5-man team from UM4, who would they be?
5-man team from UM4 would have to be me, Elijah Straight, Stumbles, MVP. I can't leave my nigga Swerve out. I can't leave Swerve out. Damn, how many people is that for?
That's
Hold up. Excluding me? Okay. For the last nigga I would have to put, like this last slot gonna be it. It's gonna be between Next and Murder. Between Next and Murder. It's between Next and Murder. One of them. Whoever pick up the phone.
Whoever pick up the phone first.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is funny. Do you believe in dinosaurs? All right. The only reason they ask you this is because I had a whole episode.
I'm like,
Yo, it's like what? Yo, I had a whole episode on dinosaurs, son. Mad funny because I just found out that dinosaurs actually are related more to chickens than reptiles, right? And I didn't know this before, but I've been watching mad dinosaur documentaries for no reason. Like, no reason. I fell in this rabbit hole, son. And
it just happened.
It just happened. So now I'm like, oh shit, them niggas had feathers? What the fuck? Like, my whole mind is blown now.
Man, hell yeah, I believe in dinosaurs, man.
Okay.
I believe in dinosaurs. I believe in a lot of stuff, man. Like, man, God only let us know but so much, man. He only let us know but so much, man. And that's for a reason. Dinosaurs is here, how we got here. I believe in everything that has happened, man. Everything that has happened, that shit has really fucking happened, man.
Right.
I definitely believe in dinosaurs. I believe in giants. It was giants walking this earth. It was all type of shit. It was all type of shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
If it's enough proof, I feel like I might dib and dab in a belief or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's all this evidence, I can't deny it. Like, damn.
Can't deny it.
It's like, boom, evidence. I can't just be like, nah, fuck that. That shit ain't true.
Can't deny it, man. Got to.
All right, cool. This is hilarious. They said, what was going on with Trufo's hairline in the last face-off? Why are they like this?
I think...
Why y'all like
Nah,
this?
I think whole time, you know, my man done survived 10 shots, you know, so like shit. I noticed that shit in the at the face off like a minute ago. Like I think when we was face off, like he had put his hat back, and I saw like a whole nother line. I'm like, yo, it's like a different type of color. So I was like, you know what, that nigga done got shot. I don't know if, you know, they had to use some type of thigh skin to go on the forehead. I don't know what happened. So I'm like, I just want to leave it alone, you know, type of shit. So I don't know, man. Shout out to Big Four. I don't know what's going on with his hairline, man. I don't know.
I bet. They said, how did you feel when True drank water out the trophy?
I wake up in cold sweat sometimes. You know, I you know what I'm saying? I couldn't, man, that nigga really disturbed me, man. I was, my lady kissing on me and she like, what's wrong? And I'm like, man, this nigga really drunk out the trophy, man. The disrespect was so crazy. You know what? I gotta get tomatoes for that nigga. Forever touching my damn trophy and drinking out of it. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Man, this nigga, man. Hey, man. I was hurt by that. I was hurt, man. Shout out to Trufo, man.
Fair to say. All right. Let me see. How do you feel about people comparing you to Bill Collector?
I hate it.
Okay. What do you think it is that they compare you? Like, what is it? What is the exact characteristic or whatever mannerism?
I honestly believe that Bill Collector, you know, he changes his voice and he's like, man, like he do some shit like that, you know. And with me, I change my voice as well. The thing about it is, it's like we have an instrument. This is an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can change up your flow, your rhythm, and you can also change up your sound, you know, as much as you can. So, like, I've learned this from studying niggas like Wayne, you know, type Lil Wayne and shit like that. Like, just even like niggas like today's Lil Baby. Lil Baby will give you 8 different flows in one fucking verse.
Fucking Kendrick.
And you wondering why this shit.
Kendrick be wildin' with his voices.
That's my favorite rapper. That's my favorite rapper type of shit. So it's like, I think it's just in between personality and a voice changing that got them like thinking. Man, I was going back and forth with this one nigga who claimed Bill Collector wrote for me, man. He was like, man, I know Bill wrote that. I was like, what? I was like, all right, man. We can do all of that all we want to, but ain't nobody writing shit for me. I'm just sitting there like, man. But one thing is that I noticed from fans or whatever, when they can't figure out your sound, they're gonna put it closest to the person they have figured out, type of thing. So that's why a lot of the greats, a lot of the people that's coming into the game or who has been in the game and got their accolades at first, it was he give me a blah 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 feel. He give me this feel. Until you really become your own.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Until you really become your own, they're gonna place you next to something. It's like similar to a new style of shoe or something. It's like, man, these kind of remind me of the J's, the Bread 11s. Or this kind of remind me of that. But it's his own shoe. I'm my own design. So I'm cool with the just as long as they mentioning me. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as they mention me. So even shout out to Bill Collector, man. They be atting me and Bill and shit, and Bill has not entertained it. You know what I'm saying? He has not been like, yeah, the bro stealing my style, or bro doing this or this and that, blah, blah, blah. Me and Bill actually got a good relationship outside of this shit. So, yeah, man, it really it irritates me sometimes. And sometimes a fan to try to push people against each other type of thing. So eventually I know they're going to ask for it. They're going to ask for She versus Bill. And when that day finally comes, hopefully I'm ready, you know?
And that'll be a good contrast to see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You know, instead of trying to compare me like, oh, is this a Bentley or Chrysler, you know, type of thing, I might be a whole nother vehicle, you know, type of shit. You might have had it wrong the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. So, you know, when that day comes, that day will come. I will deliver.
All right, bet. So, how old are you? They want to know the age, man. You hear me? Oh, you probably got a phone call. When you get a phone call, your shit tweak out. I don't hear you. So, log out and come back in. Hold up. Please hold technical difficulties. Yeah, you got a phone call, right? Oh. Yeah. Leave and come back. Please hold technical difficulties. Please hold. We got you.
My back.
Oh, I hear you now. It's lit.
Damn.
You got a call,
ain't that
right?
a bitch?
When you get a phone call, that happens. I know that usually happens when you get a call.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back. You good. I hear you. Oh, you not back. Please hold, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. We are getting our shit together. Because that's what happens with technology at times. Shit goes left. But we got it. We good. Again, put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. I said, yo, how old are you? She said, ooh, let me get up out of here. He don't want to get that age up, y'all. I'm dead. We got him back, though. We got him back. Your shit is muted.
We back?
Yeah, we back.
We good. My bad.
Yep.
I got a call.
All good. Put your shit on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, my bad. It was from I got a call from this whore. You know how that go.
They say you're fit. Never ask a man's age on caffeine. Because I said, how old are you? The shit went off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Nah, that was a question one of the feds asked. They was like, how old are you? So I asked it. This shit just went blank. They was like, oh, yeah, he got about it.
Yeah. I'm 39.
All right.
I'm fucking with you. I'm nowhere near 39, man. I'm in the 30 club.
30 club.
I give you the 30 club. I'm in the 30 club.
All right, man. I mean, those are the best years, man. You know what I mean?
That's the best years, man. That's the best years. You can really reflect and see that the 20s was really bullshit, for real, for real. The 20s
20s
is
was
really
wow,
bullshit.
wow season, man.
Man, wow, man. That man, look, man. I can spend a whole week talking about my 20s.
20s, right?
But yeah, I'm in the 30 club.
I bet. All right, cool. Next, I always ask every guest that come on the show. It's called the 4-4 question. It's pretty much what battle rapper you like for what reason, right? So the first one is what battle rapper you like for. What was the first one? I was like, oh shit! I just had a blonde moment right now. All right, yeah. So it's 4 bars, 4 laughs, 4 now, and forever. So the first one we could do, what battle rapper you like for laughs? Meaning you think they're hilarious, they're funny as shit, they're the funniest battle rapper.
Man, it's a lot of funny niggas, but man, when Charlie Clips get in his shit, man, I was just watching the face off with him and Big K. The nigga randomly like put his cup out and said "Danger Zone, water." I was dying laughing. When that nigga get into his spiel, man, I like Charlie Clips as far as funny shit. For bars,
wait, hold on.
I'm gonna have to say
for Charlie Clips for being funny.
Drop a prop for Charlie Clips.
Charlie Clips on the funny. Drop a prop for Mr. Charlie for one of she's picks.
I like popping.
What was the next one?
The
Bars?
next one is for bars. What battle rapper you prefer for bars?
Rum Nitty.
He is
always
the top pick.
The thing about it is, Rum Nitty has gotten into this spiel where if he don't give you a bar that was absolutely crazy, then he wasn't Nitty that day. How did he end up there? That if he don't give you a bar that's so crazy, he wasn't Nitty. It's like, man, you know how much consistency that takes, man? Yeah, Nitty for bars.
Nitty for bars. So shout out, give Ronnie drop a pop from Mr. Rum Nitty. He is the number 1 pick when it comes to this question, y'all.
Yeah,
number
man.
1.
It's
Everybody
Nitty,
says Nitty. So drop a prop
Nitty,
for
man.
Nitty. Show him some
He got it. He got it.
All right. The next one is what battle rapper you like for now? Meaning they're good at the moment, they're getting a lot of hype, but they won't be here 5 years from now.
The battle rapper I like for now that won't be here, Yana.
Your Honor, boom, easy.
He on his way out.
He said Your Honor's on the fucking way out. So get out of here.
Shout out to Yana.
Get out of here.
Shout out to Yana. Yana, I like him for right now. He keep fucking up. He out of here, man.
Got you.
Stop fucking up, Yana, man. We all rooting for you, man.
Said, Your Honor, get your shit together. On 5 years, you're not gonna be here, son. Come on.
Facts, man.
All right,
5 more months. He out of here.
Bet. All right, and the last one is what battle rapper you like forever? They will forever remain in your top 5.
New Jersey Twerk. With no problem, with no doubt about it.
Twerk. Shout out
no
to
doubt
Twerk.
About that nigga Twerk is literally 1 song away from Drake getting on his song, and he's the fuck out of here. He's out of here, man. If Drake called him for 1 song, he's out of here, man. That Twerk, man. Twerk.
Nice. Twerk.
That,
Drop a prop.
especially
Twerk.
after Civil War. Twerk, man.
Twerk. Twerk that guy, man. Shout out to Twerk. Yeah. Throw some props in the chat for Twerk. I mean, what's next for you? You got any battles in the works? Something on paper? What are we talking?
I got a couple battles in the works, and I don't know if I can say it yet. You know, I don't want to get on the URL bad side. A couple people. Well, I can say the people who kind of mentioned me. Oops has said something. Kid Chaos has said something in a reply to somebody. It's a couple names that kind of talk to me off record type of shit, and I don't know if they want their name to be put out there. But I got some shit cooking up in the works, man. I got some shit cooking up. I think the fans gonna like this next one. I'm just not sure if it's locked in all the way. So I got some shit though. I got some shit about to cook up. So when that drop, y'all gonna see a promo definitely. Y'all gonna see what's going on. Y'all gonna see what's going on. I wish I was inclined to talk about it. I might try to get some permission, but it's not all the way locked in yet. So I don't want to fuck that up. But we got, it's definitely some shit working over here. Definitely.
Copy, cool. I mean, what do you feel like is your Achilles heel, right? You feel like this is your weakness and you feel like you want to work on that when it comes to battle rap?
I think as far as from a writing standpoint, sometimes bar placement. I will have a good bar and not put it in the right place, type of thing. You can and as far as some people who don't rap, y'all don't understand, type of shit. Like it's like you could have had something fire in the timing, and so between my bar placement and my pacing, I often, one of my biggest critiques is like, slow down, fool, slow down, let it marinate. But just how I deliver my rhymes is how I load them in my head. So it's like I'll be thinking the next bar in such a speed that I will say it in that speed. And that's one thing I got to work on, is just slowing down my pace. But I found out when the more comfortable I am, the more I won't have to feed these rhymes in my head. I can just go. You know how when you get to a point where you know your material so well, you can recite your material while thinking about something totally different.
Yeah.
Like type of shit. Like when it gets to that point, that's when I know I'm ready. I'm up there talking to somebody and going over my rhyme in my head at the same time, or I'm actually moving around and doing something and knowing it. So that helps out with my pacing. I knew my material, my first and my second, and a little bit of my third with Murder. I knew my first and my second like it was behind, like the back of my fucking hand. I knew my material up and down. So I would think that's my issue, my pacing and bar placement.
Got you.
That's what I work on.
That's fair to say.
Yeah,
also, as far as your career, where you want it to go, right? When it's all said and done and the smoke is cleared, where do you want to be? Like, what are you setting out to do here? Do you want to be the best rapper or considered the best battle rapper on URL? Like, what is the goal? Are you using this as a stepping stool to get to other things, or like what's the end game?
I think battle rap is I relate this even though I haven't went, but it's similar to how I'm using it. It's like a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at it more so I'm gonna use this tool and I'm gonna use this platform to excel in anything else. As we see right now, we got niggas like Surf, Twerk, Easy, Ace making great music, Lou Castro making great music that's catapulted. The great thing about battle rap is we know our fans. If you're a fan of battle rap, you're a fan. There's no way to play it off like you kind of just, you a fan of battle rap if you know these certain things.
Right.
So battle rap gives you this solid foundation of a fan base. So when you get that, they support you in whatever your endeavors are. We got niggas like EK doing Gray Area, type of shit like that. And it's taking off what it's doing. You got battle rap spinning people off in the improv, wilding out. Who would have ever thought we'll see Hitman and Charlie Clips doing dancing and shit like that? Who would have ever thought that type of thing? Right. I think battle rap is a great place to get your fan base together, man. So my ordeal is just to be an entertainer, whether it's acting, whether it's music, whether it's a marketing. I'm just trying to use this tool to create my fan base, my hardcore merch, type of shit. I'm just trying to. I love fashion. So between that, I'm just trying to catapult it to the best of my abilities, whatever I can be. I'm gonna really just walk this path and see where it really takes me. And if it takes me to one of those endeavors, then by all means, I'm gonna walk that path.
Got you. That's dope. So you say into fashion. I know you be having the fire feats on deck. You know what I mean? what is your favorite shoe of all time?
Favorite shoe of all time. Favorite shoe of all time. Woo,
It's tough.
that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. I think it will have to be the patent leather bread 11s. The patent leather bread 11s. When I tell you, man, people were dying when that shoe came. When people were dying,
Getting
that
shot.
shoe, people was getting shot, robbed. It's that shine, that patent leather shine on it. So between them, that's my favorite tennis shoe. What's my favorite designer? My favorite designer shoe. What would my favorite designer shoe be? It had to be a pair of Gucci's. I had some Gucci boots that was crazy. Oh man, them things out of here, man. The whole back split the fuck up. I saw Joel Santana in a Splash video. He had put some water in his Gucci boot and he had dumped the motherfucking water out. And I'm younger, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is like my beginning stages of designer. I went to Saks, and I looked at the price. That motherfucker said $650. I said, oh. So Bank of America, it let you take out like an extra like $35 even if you don't got it.
Right.
I took out the extra, right? I took out the extra and shit, right? I said, bet, I'm right there. I think the total ended up being like $670 or something like that. My folks that I was with had gave me like $10 to get me right there. I said, all right, bet. I paid everything I had for them boots. I couldn't get out the parking garage. I couldn't even get out of the parking garage.
Oh, for like the parking ticket?
$5. How am I come over this $5? I couldn't even get out the motherfucking. Hey, that was that might have been like 10 years ago. That might be. It's Splash. Whenever that video came out, I was like, I gotta go get them shoes. I gotta go get them. Those are my favorite Gucci shoes because back then, man, I was looking at it for like the wrong reasons. Now I kind of look at designer shoes for like longevity. You know, some of these shoes that come out like they hot for a week and then it's done. You know, they hot for a week and then it's out of there type of shit.
Right.
I got some designer shoes that I've had for over 10 plus years that motherfuckers still give me the top compliments to this day type of shit. It was also like an investment type of shit. Like motherfuckers can't spend $600 on a pair of shoes but grab 3 pair of Jordans that equal up to $600. I'll be like, son, you gonna go outside one day wearing them joints, and it's gonna be a 12-year-old that's gonna get you the fuck out of here. He gonna get you the fuck out of here, either the way he dressed or he gonna rob you for him. Like he gonna rob you for him, man. So yeah, those gotta be my top.
When I was younger, I can't even say like Gucci and all of that. Like it wasn't a lot of that where I was at. I know when I was young, people was doing the Pradas in all different colors, the Mauries. And the Mauries was some ugly shits, but we was wearing them shits with jeans and shit.
Pradas came back too. Pradas came all the way back.
We was fucking with those shit, the patent leather product, the leather products. We was doing those, but I would have to say my favorite designer. I do like Balenciaga a lot. I fuck with their shoes heavy.
Balenciagas, man.
Versace. I don't got a lot of those. I want to say I only got like one pair of Versace's because them shits be doing too much. Them shits be like $2,000. like God
man,
damn.
Hell, man, yeah. Sometimes them tickets be like, man, all right, man.
Two racks.
They make it hard. Sometimes the ticket make it hard for you to cop anything with it. It'd be like, you know what, man, I ain't about to do all this, man. Give me some room to do something else. But but yeah, and another thing about these motherfuckers, these designers, they're not designed to be worn for a long time. Them motherfuckers break your feet after 4 hours.
Yeah, they're not comfortable.
You are dead.
No.
You're
I think I was telling you on the other show. Every fucking designer I have has a fucking leather insole. Why?
You did say that.
Why? Like, why is my running shoes leather inside? Like, that's not comfortable.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo,
that's a fact.
I was getting tired of designers not being comfortable for so long that I was like, all right, let me find like high-end runners. That's when I found the Balenciaga runners, and I fell in love with them. And I'm like, oh my God, these are gonna be comfortable, and they designer, they fire. Man, I put them shits on. Them shits is fucking hard. Them shit is hard, literally hard. Like, I'm like, this is not a running shoe.
Fact.
This is not a running shoe.
Fact.
But you know, it's really meant to just look cute and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's meant to give you the looks, and then that's it, man.
That's a fact. Yeah, but I still love my designers, man, and I'm still gonna fuck with them, cause it's just so fucking beautiful. You know what I mean?
I like separation.
What you mean?
Meaning, like more so, like I don't. But some of my biggest, I'm not gonna say a fear, not that much, but I'll be disappointed when I will go into the club and see a nigga with my outfit on.
Yes.
I'll be like, oh 100%. My God, man, 100%. Like, especially if he did it better. I'm like, man, nigga, you want to tuck your shit type 100%. Of shit, especially a shirt or something. So I realized like early on when I got into the designer game, it was like, man, I ain't got on the J's that came out this week.
Correct.
You know, I get a different type. And when I was younger, what I really fell in love with was the older women attention. Mm-hmm. They used to look like, how old are you doing that? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you on your way. Like, keep doing what you doing, and you going to be on your way because you're not looking like these other niggas. And then that also gave me time to have chill outfits. So now when it was time to bring out the J's and shit like that, or Nike tracksuit, it's like, oh, you just niggered out today. Yeah, you know, not every day, but today kind of gave other looks a break type of shit like that. So, you know, that's what I was definitely on. That's what I'm still on, man.
100%. That's like, even when
I gotta get you a trophy shirt. When I get my,
I don't buy them shits. Like I get shits. Like, if I know the breads came out today, I'm not wearing them shits for like 5 months. Then it's like, all right, I can wear them now.
Because you're going to be in the wave.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the wave with everybody else.
Because everybody on the block got them on. They got it on. They wifey got it on. They kids got it on. It's like the whole set. It's like, look, we're not doing this right now. We're not doing this. But yeah, I do like exclusivity.
Shoes to wear
100%.
Yeah, you got to, I like being separate from motherfuckers. I like... You know, it's just a whole nother a feel, and you get your props are directed to you and not shared. You know what I'm saying? Me, I pull up with some foam posits or something like that. They fresh, but then another nigga pull up with some foam posits. They be like, oh, I see y'all doing it over there. It's like, no, wait, ain't no y'all, just me. You know, type of shit. So yeah, man, I'm about separation.
But now, to be honest, Jordans, I do them just to like kind of on the collect side, but I'm a big fan of comfort at this point in my life. And if I'm not wearing designers, I'm wearing some comfortable ass shit. Like I fuck with Adidas and they comfort lately, man. They hit comfort on a different level, son. Like
I
just
had
different.
An Adidas wave last year that was ridiculous. Me and Drugs was battling on the low. Like me and Drugs was battling on the low. And then I was like, you know what, you got it, Drugs. Like you got it. I'm out of here. I'm going back to some of the designer. But Adidas got the comfort down pat, man. Down pat. I think for real, that really branched it over was the fucking Yeezys. Like Yeezys.
Yes.
So fucking comfortable.
It made it
it's ridiculous, yeah. It was like, all right. Let me go ahead and get this. Let me go ahead and get these real quick.
Yep. It gave Adidas a high-end feel that you can buy some high-end shit but still be comfortable. I love it. Yeah, I fuck with Yeezys 100%. Some people really don't fuck with Yeezys.
Real quick while you on the line, I don't know if you want to break this through, but URL just dropped a new announcement for Summer Madness. You wanna inform the people what it
Yeah,
is?
I'm looking right now.
I already know the battle. I know the battle.
Oh, which one they announcing?
Let
I
me
just
see.
don't
Let
want
me
to
see.
announce the wrong one.
Yeah, me neither. Cause I know a new one.
I don't want to fuck up the system. They be
Oh
like,
yeah, I
"Fit, you
know, I know,
wildin'."
I know it, I know it. I fast forward, I know it. It's Lou Castro and Arsenal.
Awesome. All right, cool.
They
So,
just got
ladies and
added to Summer
gentlemen,
Madness.
the battle has been added to Summer Madness 11. Arsenal versus Lou Castro. What do you think of this battle, She?
Whew,
What do we think?
man,
Who taking that?
entertainment.
That is entertainment at
Lou
its finest.
Castro.
Lou?
Lou Castro. Lou Castro. I'm going with Lou. I'm
Oh
going with Lou.
shit.
I'm going with Lou. I'm going with
Okay.
Lou. I'm going with Lou, man. I'm going with Lou. I'm going with Lou. 2-1,
What?
second and the third. Yup.
Nah, hell no. I can't.
Second and
I
the
can't.
third.
It's gonna be us. Us 2-1. Gotta be. It gotta be.
What rounds? What round?
I'm gonna give him 2 and 3.
Nah. He gonna get the first. He gonna get the first. Austin gonna get the first. But after that, it's over. The ruler's
Yeah.
back. It's Castro.
It is
I'm
out
going
of
with
nowhere.
Castro 2-1.
I will say this: Arsenal do be giving people shots, man. He been battling new guys a lot.
Shout out to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arsenal. Shout out to
fuck with that.
Arsenal, man. That nigga really be outside. And I think he really be about I think he really love the culture, man. He really love the culture, man. I don't think he really necessarily be turning his back on the culture. He always reach down to get somebody a fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? From when I seen him out and about, the nigga a humble ass nigga, man. He a humble ass nigga from what I've seen.
I think for him, if it's a bag available, he taking it. If it's a bag there,
Facts,
it's
man.
like, all right, cool. Let's take this bag. Who I got to write for? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I fuck with that.
Facts.
I fuck with that hard. I bet. Yo, man, what's your opinion? This is a little left, right? What's your opinion on relationships? Do you think they meant to be monogamous, or should it be some like poly shit going on where you are king and you should have 80 bitches as long as you're happy?
I think that men should not ask for more than what they can handle. You know, if you can handle more than one female, and I think you will have to introduce your female to that. I think it's like more so like a one at a time type of thing like that. First of all, I'm Muslim, so you already know how we get down. We can have 5. I'm trying to get 5.
Really?
But
Is
it's
that like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So if you're Muslim, you're allowed to have multiple wives?
You're allowed to, but will the wife agree with that? That's a whole nother fucking ball game. That's a whole nother fucking ball game. So I honestly feel like that, you know, if a man can handle more than one, then by all means, he got to run that past his lady. And if his lady rocking with it, then by all means, go ahead and do your thing. But just having like 2 straight up and then trying to, man, the odds of having that shit happen, man, you trying to die? Like, nigga, you want to go to jail? Man, I honestly think like, you know, just the way men are, you got to get that shit out the basement. What I mean by out the basement, you got to get all that whoring out. You get all that whoring out, you know, you get to an age, you get to an age where it's like that whoring, like just whoring, just knocking joints down. For once you get all of that shit out, and you've had a couple of people not really be there for your ups and downs, not really be there for this and that, and is actually see the person that's around, you'll appreciate that one person a lot more, you know, type of thing. So it's hard for me to tell a motherfucker that's 23, 24 not to keep fucking around type of shit versus a nigga that's 40. It's like, my nigga, when you going like get that one? Like, when you going to do that? Like, type of thing. So me, I think that if a nigga can handle it and his woman is with it, man, all means, man, go ahead and y'all do y'all thing, because I know that's probably a blessing in between it. But good luck to you on trying to do that.
For you personally, you think you having 2 girls will make you more satisfied than having just one?
Yes.
How so?
Yes. I personally think that you can love ice cream all day.
Mm-hmm.
You eat ice cream every fucking day. You get tired of ice cream,
Agreed.
type of shit like that. Now, now the cheesecake don't look too bad. You know what I'm saying? Now,
After you had ice cream all day, you're looking at this cheesecake and it looks pretty good.
like, you know what I'm saying? You looking at this shit like, man, this shit, man, kind of crazy. So sometimes niggas, like, motherfuckers be needing a break from what they love, to
Right.
try something else to come back to what they love. But if it jeopardizes your whole situation, then by all means, you just did the 70-20 rule.
Yeah.
I mean the 80-20
80-20.
rule.
Yeah.
You just
Jeopardize your 80
sacrifice
for
your 80
20.
for that 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? And when you get to a certain age, it's like, how much time do you have to recover from that?
Yes.
Type of thing. It's like, man, like nowadays, man, back in the day, it used to only be like 2-3 months before you really like, I know what they about. I'm not rocking with them. Now, when you start getting older, you might not know a motherfucker till like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, I didn't even know you was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Type of, I didn't even know you really get down like that. Nowadays, like, to find out who somebody really is, you might look up and it might be 2 years past. It's like, damn, I didn't even know I was fucking with a stranger this whole fucking time, type of thing. And then next thing you know, if you on the wrong end of your 30s, on the wrong end of whatever age that you are, let's say you 28 going into 30, you might be looking at shit like, damn, my nigga, you just wasted all this motherfucking time. Now you just trying to get back into the motion of doing it again. And you know what I'm saying? That take a little second. Don't nobody feel like, what's your favorite color?
Right.
What's your fizz? I'm like, man, look, man.
What's your fizz?
Look. Bend over. but yeah, man. So I think I just really think that man, you find your person, man. You find your person. And make sure that person's your favorite person, man. Make sure that person's your favorite person. And on the outside and inside, man. Motherfucker, I heard this analogy a minute ago that make sure the inside of your car looks good as well, because that's the most of the time you're gonna be in it.
Right.
The shell look good, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you're inside of the car this entire fucking time. While people admiring the outside, the inside might be beat the fuck up, and interior might be tore up, no AC, none of that. You're spending most of your time, you know what I'm saying? Inside of this vehicle. So make sure the person that you fuck with is right within, type of thing. Not just the outside, the shell.
Dope. Are you currently in a relationship?
Breaking up. You're breaking up. Breaking up. Hello?
Hello?
But no. I'm currently, I got a trophy wife. I definitely got a trophy wife. She's been with me holding some shit down. So shout out to her. Where's the trophy for her.
Nice. How long you guys been together?
On and off for a little while, but I'm gonna say like 2 years. Like 2 years.
Okay.
2 years, maybe going on 3.
That's what's up. Well, see, I was inspired because today I saw a meme on Instagram, and it was like, having a bunch of girls is cool, and you might think you that nigga, whatever the case may be, for lack of a better explanation. But long story short, it was saying, look, you can have all these women in the world, but if you don't got one solid chick when you down and out, you really you gonna be fucked. You know what I mean? Like, you could be cheating on your shorty with 80 chicks, and then when you get locked up, that's the girl that's gonna get your bail. That's the girl that's gonna hold you down, slip in the pack. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
I think it's good to have quality relationships.
You gotta have a down. You gotta have somebody that's down for you. You gotta have. It's man. People rather trade quantity over quality.
100%.
I ask people this shit all the time. Would you rather have 10,000 followers or 100 followers that's heavy hitters? Like heavy hitters, like Obama,
merch,
type of shit. Like type of shit like that. But some people rather take the mask, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because it just feeds into their ego or feeds into whatever the fuck their insecurities are.
Right.
But you gotta have that down person, man. You don't got that down person that you can really, you know, come home to and really get that genuine love, man. And you really missing out. You really missing out. Something funny. I don't want to compare my girl to an animal, but when I first got a dog, right? When I first got a dog, I was like, I don't know if I can do a dog. I don't know if I can do this shit. This is just a little too much. I got somebody had told me there's gonna be a day where everybody treats you like shit. Everybody, even a person you rock with the hardest, you gonna come home and that dog is gonna just be happy to see you. Right. He don't know nothing, or the girl, the dog don't know nothing about what's going on. They just see you. And one day, man, that shit happened, and I was like, you know what, man, just that genuine love, you know, you gotta protect that. And if that helps you advance and makes you a better person than you, by all means, you gotta keep that close, whatever it is. Keep that shit close so you can advance to being a better person, man. Just a better person all the way around. It's a lot of people who turn evil, turn mean because they feel like ain't nobody there for them. They feel like, what's the point? What am I losing? You know what I'm saying? If I do this, if I turn my back on this person or do some shicey shit to this person, ain't nobody fuck with me in the first place. So, you know, you get some love in your heart, man, and get that person to share that love with you, man, that is going to be a beautiful thing every time.
100%. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to, also was having another conversation with my girl, actually, involving exes being in your relationship, right? Do you think it's right to keep communication with your exes in your current relationship? And is it okay for your girl to keep exes around while she's in a relationship with you?
It really depends on how strong your relationship is. It depends on how involved this ex is. If this ex has tried to infiltrate your beautiful bubble that you have, then by all means they gotta go. They gotta get off to the. They gotta go to the left. You know what I'm saying? They have to. But as far as like somebody just that's why it's also important to end a relationship or end a situation with somebody mutual. You know what I'm saying? If you end off with some fuck you type of shit like that with some heavy type of feelings and stuff involved, you know, you might not have that, you know, that separation that's clean.
Right.
But I think it just depends on how secure you are with the relationship with your partner, you know, because say for instance, I'm talking to somebody, an ex that I have or something like that. Let's say, for instance, like an ex that I have, I don't know. Let's say she can retwist hair very good, you know, type of shit. And the people that I've been, you know, that's the person I've been rocking with, like type of thing. So now that we not talking to each other no more, that might still be my stylist, like type of thing. If my girl is secure enough to keep that, she got to know the situation. Like, yo, ain't shit going on. As a matter of fact, you can come through. I think the biggest thing to do is to introduce your person to that ex, like type of shit, to let them know, or somewhere around. A lot of times security comes from you putting that person in place or not being ashamed to show this person off to that person. When it's some type of division in it, then it's like, yo, what the fuck y'all got going on? Y'all got something on the low? Y'all got something this and that, because it seems like you're afraid to like pick up the phone if this person calls or this and that. If you have reached a point where you can pick up the phone, you can talk on speaker, you can do all these things with this person, then by all means, I don't think it's no problem. You know, ain't no problem. Right. But if you up there, if I done found out that this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, you done went off to this nigga birthday party without me knowing, I check on your page, this nigga done like the last 20 pictures of your shit, type of shit, like something just wow, you know, type of shit like that, man. They calling at 3 a.m. like, what the fuck they want? Yeah. And then, nah, man, by all means, they gotta get up out of here. What's your take on it?
I think it's okay within boundaries, right? I think there should be like, in a perfect world, there should be a maturity level for you to still have a relationship with your ex, but not like there's two different things, right? There's like it was a perfect example what you said about like twisting your hair and shit, right? Because I believe, right, when you're with somebody for so long, right, it's almost inhumane to completely not speak to them, right? It's almost like, well, how could you have loved this person for so long, yet you cannot say hello? You know what I mean? That's weird to me. That doesn't seem like a realistic thing to do. Now, do I think y'all should be calling every morning like, hey, good morning? Like, nah, definitely not. Like, y'all don't got to do all that. But I think it's not normal to just shun them. Like, you are the fucking pit of the bottom of the dirt of the barrel. Like, yeah, why? Because I feel like there's more energy put into ignoring them than speaking to them. A lot more energy.
That's a fact.
And then it
That's
gives
a fact. That's a fact.
For me, I think it gives the impression to them that you still like them, right? Because if I'm ignoring you and I'm like, stay away, like, why? I don't got to be scared to stay away because I don't want you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the more energy you put into that.
I often think too to say what you're saying, like when something is ended, the person that you might be dealing with or somebody like that, like it'll be more in that fact that it'll benefit them more if you hate them on the way out.
Yes.
But some way it just don't play like that, like type of things like, I don't hate them. It just didn't work out.
Correct.
Type of thing. So it's like the hate will be forms of, just go ahead and block them, change the number. They can't go. It's like,
that's a
now
lot.
it looks like I really got a lot for them if I go through these extra miles to do all that type of thing. But like I said, if this person has infiltrated your bubble, have done these certain things, by all means, and secure your relationship, you got to do that to let your baby know I'm on this side. But if it's just a plain old mutual thing, I don't have to hate this person. I don't have to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I you might want to call and check up on the motherfucker. Type of thing like that. So it all. But this, what this all comes down to? Maturity.
Yes.
Maturity is very
100%.
Important in this situation.
100%.
Very important.
Yeah, because I don't know. For me, energy is everything. And if I'm giving you mad energy, then it's like, damn. Like, because like even on like Instagram when people are hating on me, like it takes mad energy for me to reply and be like, oh, fuck you, and block them. And I'll just be if you ignore them, then that says way more than you doing extra just to get them away from you. You know what I mean? But yes, I do think there are exes that should stay away when they're still trying to be with you. Because that is out of order. You know what I mean? Because I shouldn't have to deal with your ex trying to be with you. Like, I shouldn't have to deal with that. You should end that completely if that person still wants to be with you. Now, if the person don't want to be with you, they got their own relationship, you in your own relationship. You know what I mean? I tell my girl all the time, like, I display you to the world. At this point, if people don't know I have a girlfriend, then they just don't want to see it. So it's like, I present her that way because to give her that sense of security. Like, look, I'm not looking for something. I'm not in search of something. I'm with you. Anything outside of our bubble is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Or just innocent conversation. And I think as human beings, it is normal for us to communicate to others, whether or not they were an ex or not. I think we're human beings. You know what I mean? Like, let's not act like fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, it's nuts. You know what I mean? But I do think
I totally agree.
There's no one size fit all to it. I do think it definitely depends on what kind of relationship you have with your shorty or your man, and it definitely depends on how that other relationship ended too. So, cool. Now, next question. I know I'm not trying to keep you a little longer, but I got.
No, man, do your thing. Do your thing.
When it comes to your ex dating your friends, How do you feel about that? I had an episode of My Dumb Advice strictly about your exes dating your friends, because I have some friends or some pretty much associates that they're currently dating another friend of mine's ex, right? Now, me personally, I don't think I'm mature enough to deal with that. I don't think I've ever hit the level of maturity to walk in a room and know that my girlfriend sucked my boy's dick. I'm never gonna be able to deal with that.
look. I would say first. One thing that I would say about that is that it all starts from the initial. All right. First thing is that rule number one. I have to get established. Like, if I love this person at any point, you should not be even talking to this person, type of thing. You should not even be talking to this person. I really think it's like a 10-year lift. Like, fool, you ain't rapped to this joint in 10 years. Like, type of thing. It's a 10-year lift. Like, type of thing. It's a 10-year lift. Because I've seen relationships double back after 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I've seen relationships double back, or you'll run into a person who's had a relationship for 10 years, but they've been on and off for 4, you know, type of thing like that. So as far as like somebody, the first thing that has to get established is, okay, did I love this person? Boom. Yes. 2 is, did I get the call? And we know the call, literally. My man was rocking with this girl. I knew he liked her. He never loved her. He never loved her. I knew he liked her heavy.
Okay.
At the club one day, she throwing it at me. She throwing it at me at the club one day. At the club, she is throwing it at me. I knew he ain't talked to this girl in about 5-6 years, and he just liked her. She said she wanted to come home with me. I said, wait a second. Went to the bathroom, called my mans. Hey, fool, blah, 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 trying to come through. How you feel about that? Because this joint, right, he said, hey, man, by all means, go ahead and do what you do. It's on and popping now. Okay. Now, if you feel a certain way after it, why the fuck was you trying to play it cool?
Why you gave me
like, that's why I know my circle. I know my circle. If my circle tell me, no, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Half of the time, if I make a call, they like, yo, why would you even ask me about that? Do your thing. But I still make the call, type of thing. If that call never comes through, and say, for instance, you're just walking into a restaurant and then, you know, on a gathering, and you see them too, that's a violation. That's a violation. Yeah. That's a violation. And I size you up completely different, because I'll be like, if you're going to keep this away from me, what have you kept away from me?
Yep.
Type of thing. Like it's, if I'm with my new shorty, we doing our thing, this and that, then you know I'm taking, and I'm good. But you know that that's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because you confide into your shorty. You know what I'm saying? You confide to your shorty. Half of the time, your girl want to know what your ex look like, when they did this, you know, this and that. So now my ex walk in with one of my right-hand mans, my shorty is looking at me like,
awkward.
Oh, you going like that? Like, oh, you just, all right, I guess that's you know, nah, man, I ain't with that unless you make the call. You gotta make the call. You gotta get the approval, man. I've been on the other end of dealing with somebody, and they was like, I'm not sure if I can rock with you until I get this call, until I see what's good. I've had people sneak and do it, and me being on the other end, I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. It's not gonna stop me from fucking you, but that's kind of fucked
what
up
you mean,
on your
sneak?
half.
Like the shorty knew your ex or something?
I done ran through. Look. I done ran through crews.
Right.
I done ran through crews.
Facts.
And I done been like, damn, like, did y'all talk or this and that? Like, and then when you find out that they didn't talk, it's like, man, y'all fake. Y'all fake as hell type of shit. It might be one person. It might be the leader out of that whole crew that they might be scared of. You know how that shit be going sometimes?
Big dog.
Or it be some envious people. It be some jealous motherfuckers that do these certain type of things. And I'm one of the type of dudes that if I see something like that going on, when it's all said and done, I'll tell you about yourself. You know, I'm like, man, all right, hey, you was kind of wild. You know, you was kind of wild, but do your thing.
Agreed. What do you think?
My mic went out?
No, I hear you.
I think my earphone died. You hear me?
Yeah. But it's probably I hear you from
You
the
hear me?
phone right now.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear him in the
Put
chat?
my other earphone in. Hold up. This might be all right. We back? We back?
You got my text? Yeah, we back. I hear you. Yeah, they hear you in the chat too.
Me?
Give him a thumbs up in the chat if we hear shit, y'all.
Damn, man, I've been fucking up.
You hear me?
Can you hear me? Damn, man. I done fucked up. We good?
Yeah. You hear me?
I can't hear you now.
Got you.
Ain't this a bitch?
Put the volume up. No?
Man, one little thing and everything happened.
You want to go in and out? You want to come out and come back in? Alright. Please hold. Technical difficulties, y'all. But please hold on to your seats. Now, if you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. We're talking relationships right now, y'all. We are talking relationships. This is where it gets spicy. Anything y'all want to know? Any situation y'all going through, run it by. Yup.
You hear me?
Yep. You hear me?
Got you. Can hear you.
It is
My
lit.
bad, my shit died.
Nah, no worries. All good. Yeah. All right. So the question I was asking was, what is the grimiest shit, the most grimiest shit you've ever dealt with in a relationship? Whether you did it to the shorty or the shorty did it to you. The grimiest shit.
Man.
Grimy.
Grimy. What has happened that was just damn, it's a lot of stories. Whether me, all right, I'm gonna ask you, do you want me to tell a story that I did something grimy to a female or somebody did to me? I'm gonna give you one, but it's whether you want me to say what I did or they look. I already know it's me. The way you blowing the smoke.
Wait, in the chat. Let's see. Let's ask the chat. Yo, chat. Which one would y'all rather hear? That what they did to him or what he did to them? Put it in the chat.
Man,
Put it in the chat.
Watch this.
Come on, y'all. It's a lot of people in the chat. I want to hear it. They like, we don't care what they did.
I know it.
They said what she did, what you do.
School. All right, so
yeah, so it's what you do.
All right. So this is something grimy that I did that I'm not really
not too proud
of, but it is what it is. So a while back, I had just kind of got out of high school and shit like that, nigga feeling himself type of thing like that. And so I'm dealing with this girl and shit. She look good. She cool. So one day I got introduced to the family members and shit like that, and she had this aunt. Bang. Bad.
No.
Bad as a motherfucker, right? Y'all already see where this is going.
Aunt. So, now hold up. How old was this aunt? What was it? A stretch in age, or it was one of those shits where they probably the same age?
It was like she had 10 years on her. She had like 10 years on her. You know what I'm saying? So like me just I was getting out of high school like a year after high school. I was like 18, 19. And she had to be like just hitting 30, like 29, 28, 30, something like right around there, right? So so one day I had came through. At that time, you know, my phone had died and like car chargers was almost that wasn't even damn near created yet. So I'm going my phone had died, but I was gonna let her know when I was on my way. I was too busy rapping on my phone. I said, fuck it. I'm not too far away. Let me just go ahead and just pop up. I popped up at the house, knocked on the door. The aunt answers the door, right? And so I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 home. And she's like, nah, she actually just went out to the Dollar Tree, which I know was like some ways away, right? So I'm like, oh, yeah, she did say she was going to do that. I'm like, damn, where I'm going to go? And so
she ended up was like, yeah, you can just wait in here. You know, this not all right, cool. So look, listen. I'm in there cooling. This is not on my mind. I'm in there cooling, right? She says she has she about to do her workouts, whatever like that, but she usually use the living room or whatever like that. Like she was doing that, I don't know if it was, what's that shit called? Insane or something like that. Insanity. Something like, I was like, oh, all right, well, whatever, right? So I said, what, you want me to wait in the room or whatever? She was like, nah. She's like, you can just right here. So I'm cooling. She go and she change into her shit. She come out and I'm like, oh man, this is a little wild. So I'm just thinking like, man, it's gonna look wild when she come in here, this and that, right? In between it, this is what happens. She get the fucking call and they gotta go pick up her cousin, which is her daughter, which is like 20, 30 more minutes away. So she let her know, like, hey, yeah, your folks is over here, this and that. She's like, yeah, I think he was about to leave though. And she's like, well, I just see him. She's like, put him on the phone. I got on the phone. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna meet you at your house. I said, I bet. I hang up the phone. When I turn around, man, Auntie got them girls hanging out.
Ooh, and the girls came out. Pop game like, for the girls coming out.
I'm like, oh shit. Hey. Right? I'm like, oh shit. What's going on? And she like, man, literally, porno type shit. She's like, you had a girl, you want a real woman?
Ooh. She said, Auntie about to put it on you.
Look, so this is what happens. So as I'm getting ready, this and that, so I bet this and that. It was a test. It was a fucking test. Shorty walks in with her mother, her uncle, and all that. When I'm look, I'm dead. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
look, shit. I'm like, oh, so I'm like, damn. So I got caught in a about to be grimy act type of thing. I got caught in that act. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even get to hit Auntie. It was a setup.
Wait, so Auntie was, and Shorty was like, they plotted it on you.
Man, they had, I think in between it, I never really got the answer. I just remember her telling, Shorty at the time, she was like, men will be men. She's like, it don't matter how much they fuck with you, this and that. Men will be men. And I remember hearing that as I was walking the fuck out the door. I had one Tim in my hand.
Oh, wait. How she let it get that far? She just watched you undress and didn't get naked?
Yeah, because the first thing is like, all right, in between that time, I wasn't whipping. So I done got on the train. I done walked down a block and this and that. So I was like, man, she give me some neck. I don't want to have her. Let me go clean up real quick. So I'm going to the bathroom, making sure I'm good. And I'm giving myself the talk. Like, man, you sure you want to do this? This and that. So that time in between it happened. When I came back outside to the living room, she wasn't in the living room. She was in the room somewhere. So when I go back there, I'm kind of like we good to go? She was like, yeah, just give me a second. I'm about to be ready. This and that. So I bet. We go in there, whatever like that. She like, you got a condom? I'm like, nah. So that's another thing they had me with. They was like, he was about to go in there wrong. Like, I'm like, nah, you know, I ain't really got that, this and that. I try to do the fake look around. I try to do the fake. Man, that shit didn't play out well. The next thing you know, she was like, all right, let's go, type of thing like that. I went back out to the living room, and then that door unlocked.
Damn.
Game. So, that's how that shit played out.
I assume she stopped fucking with you after that.
Out of there. I was out of there. I was the fuck out of there. But yeah, that.
Do you still see that girl from time to time? Do you ever see her?
She's dead.
Oh no! Rest in peace.
I'm fucking with you. She alive.
I'm like, damn, son, and she died. You fuck. He said she did. I'm like, oh, awkward as fuck.
my bad. But nah,
Shit.
she alive and kicking. I don't see it. I rarely ever see that girl.
That's crazy. I feel like all my grimy moments have been in high school. Because I feel like high school was it. I was the biggest thought. Nobody could tell me nothing. Yeah. Sex was my hobby. I just wanted to have sex all day, every day. Didn't matter. So most of my grimy moments were like, adolescent moments. So, I can't blame me for that. Yeah, I was still discovering my sexuality and shit. I'm still figuring it out. I had a similar situation, but not like auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay, got you.
But I know. I was in high school with my girl, and then I used to fuck with some other girl. My side piece was also in the same school as my girl, and fucking. While my girl was in class, I used to fuck my other girl in the bathroom type shit, like crazy shit like that.
Got you. Like fuck it.
Like fuck it. Like I know she ain't in math class right now. She ain't leaving. We got about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Get it popping.
Let's get it in.
That used to be fun. But I feel like I had to go through those moments to really appreciate my relationship now. You know what I'm saying? Because had I not done all that fuck shit in the past, I would still be wanting to do fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
That get back to me saying, like when I was saying you gotta get all that out the basement, man. You gotta get that. You gotta get that out the basement, man. Like once that shit is out, you know exactly what you working with. You know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like low key, like my mom and my pops, they've been together for about 57 years. Some shit like 56 years.
Trophy
God
for them.
bless them. Trophies, mom and pop. But low key, I be feeling like my mom's like, damn, I ain't really get the fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she got that in the back of her mind somewhere. Cause like every time they argue, she'll throw it out there. Like, you the only man I ever been with, like type shit. And I'm like, are you mad about that? Like,
mad as fuck.
Are you having regrets at this age? You know what I mean? But he was her first and last. So I'm just like, damn. Like I don't want to do that.
That's crazy.
I knew I ain't want to do that. I knew I was like,
I didn't want to do that.
I knew I didn't want to have one and done. I wanted to have some and then one. You know what I mean? That was cool. All right, cool. So the show is called My Dumb Advice, but it's really secret code for the best advice in the world, right? So if there was one piece of dumb advice that you would give to the audience and something that you have utilized in your life, what is the best piece of dumb advice you can offer?
My best piece of advice, and I applied it to myself, and I would have to say, one thing that really worked for me is when I stopped aiming to please others and really focused on being the supreme being, being like the best version of me and putting myself first, I began to be happier. I stopped worrying about, other people's feelings. I used to put like my feelings to the side to worry about, am I disrespecting somebody else? I would rather tolerate the disrespect on me rather than to disrespect somebody else. And I felt like that for like a long time. I would move out the way. I wouldn't say certain things because I wouldn't want things to escalate. But I would be the one at the end of the day thinking about it, type of shit. When I finally really let go, I applied it. When I finally let go, I applied it to so many things. So the most confidence I put in myself and the most I started putting myself first, it just reflected on everything else. My mind opened up way more. I wouldn't probably even battle rap if I didn't start thinking about, do what you love. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Because these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you anyway. I realize motherfuckers are going to talk regardless whether you do something, you don't do it, type of thing. So if you're going to go out, you might as well go out while doing something you love, type of thing. I say this shit all the time. The idiom or the cliche of you can die tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was living by you can die tomorrow for like a long time. I ran into a homeless dude. I think I was hitting an Al Capone at the time when I was smoking Al Capones. I was dressed. I'm waiting. I'm pumping my gas. Homeless dude walked up to me and said something like, "Yeah, brother, you got an extra cig." He thought I was smoking a cigarette. I was like, "Nah, this is Al Capone." He was like, "Oh man, that was a little heavier." I was like, "Yeah, you only live once, man. Gotta get it, type of shit like that, man."
Right.
And he was like, I said, "You can die tomorrow." He was like, "You got it all wrong." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "You can die tonight." And I was like, and it fucked me up. Like it fucked me up because I'm like, I've been saying you can, you might not, tomorrow not promise, tonight not even promise, type of shit. So he cut my time in half. And when he did that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what the fuck I love to do, man. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I quit a lot of things that I was good at because I was afraid of what people was going to say, type of thing. It was certain thing. I was fire in drawing. A girl told me losers draw, and I liked it, and I stopped drawing. 8th grade, I just stopped. Type of shit like that. It was certain things that I was doing, like I was balling. I just stopped balling, type of shit like that. I'm real good at the drums. I was fucking up the drums. Stopped. The last thing that I never really stopped was rapping. And I said, you know what? This is my last talent that I love. I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then look at me. I'm on my dumb advice right now. Type of shit. So it's like, do whatever the fuck you going to do, man. My best advice to you is, man, to anybody out there, man. You don't want to be 60, 80 talking about what you could have did. You don't want to do that. I'd rather hear the stories about what you did than what you could have did, type of thing. So that's my best advice, man. Let go. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do.
Fire.
Yeah, that.
Nah, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. I'm excited to see what's next from you, man. I really hope you get everything you want and deserve from this business. And yeah, man, the fans, you got fans. You will continue to get them. It's been great talking to you, all different type of topics. I tell you, this shit, we just be giving advice on everything.
Hey, look, man, you gotta look. I gotta come back on this show, man. This can't be the only time we chopping it the fuck up, man. I want to give you your flowers right now. I appreciate you just, reaching out and hollering at a nigga like me in the first place, man. I really appreciate that shit, man. Trophy for you. Trophy for you. I gotta get you your own personal trophy. You gonna be in Houston?
Yeah, I should be. Yeah, for some.
I'm gonna see you down there.
I'm gonna get you a Madam Advice trophy. So next time you come on the show, I'm gonna have a trophy for you. Got
you. Love. That's love. I appreciate you having me on this platform.
Thanks. Drop your socials, man. Where could they find you? Where could everybody find you?
You can find me at @shehappens_ on Twitter and Instagram. Feel free to follow me on that motherfucker, man, and my journey, man. That's pretty much it. Don't follow me on Facebook. I'm not on there.
Me neither.
I'm not on there. Don't do it. I haven't accepted a friend in the longest. Don't do it.
But yeah, I was meaning to ask you, where you get your name from?
My name is Rashid. So I cut Rashid to she, and the nigga I'm always I could never, like a nigga like me, when I'm talking to my mans and I'm fucked up, I'm always the nigga that makes something happen. So they be like, you gonna make something happen, don't worry about it. They're like, here goes she, making it happen again, making it. Like, I've always been that. So when I use it as my Instagram name, I was just like, all right, man, she happens. And then when I came in the battle rap, I was thinking of a name. And I'm like, if I already put my name into a pun or cliche, when it's time to flip it, it's like, you're going to run out of a lot of flips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, well, if I would just kept it like, I don't know, just something regular, something regular. like microwave Tony or something, like I don't know. It would just been something like you can just say anything you want to. But I just felt like I was like, all right, man, she. I was like, they're gonna end up calling me she anyway. That's what everybody called me in the first place. I was like, she happens. Then I put it as an acronym, and I made an acronym that kind of like is what I gotta kind of go by. So she really stands for stay humble. Everybody eventually dies.
Okay.
Like that. I just left it at that. I was like, man, I kind of like that shit, man. Stay humble. Right. Everybody eventually dies. It happens. Like type of shit. So I was like, man, we here. So dope. Yeah. That's how I got my name. That's what's
up. All right, man. Everybody, shout out to She. Throw a prop in the chat for She. Show them some love.
Thank y'all for rocking out with me, man. Shout out to Ms.Fit. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm out this motherfucker, man. Thank you again.
Yo, thanks for coming through. Peace.
All right, man.
All right. That was She Happens, y'all. Make sure y'all follow him on social media outlets. Prop Gang, where are y'all at? Prop Gang,
hey,
get crazy. Show some love to Sheed. Show some love to me. We love it. Let's go.
I like popping bottles. I like nasty hoes. I like fucking models out they fancy clothes. I lie.
Let's go.
I like popping bottles.
Let's go.
I like nasty hoes. I like fucking models
Shayla,
out they
up?
fancy clothes.
Sugar Q, Sugar Queen, Young Boy. Where we at? Drop a pop, get a shout out.
Don't spill my drink.
What's the vibe?
These ain't Nikes, these just set. So they like me, y'all
okay, Don Wall, what up?
Just invite me for the sex. So I piped it, then I left. All this
gang
just on my neck. Get a hype and leave it wet. Listen, Hikey, I'm a vet and bitches spicy, so respect. Who these hoes they mine? See they way they eye me. You want that work? I got that work. Look, baby, you can hire me. Foes don't want no robbery. On my shit, they riding me. Take your shine, your waste so time. I take what's mine, that's robbery. Y'all don't want no drama, please. She so cold, I gotta be. See it, then I like it, then I buy it. That's the finer things. I like popping bottles. I
Donnie,
like nasty hoes.
Drop a pop.
I like fucking models.
You gon' get blocked
out they fancy clothes. I lie. I like popping bottles. I like nasty hoes. I like fucking models out they fancy clothes. I like. I like my pockets thick. I like my women thicker. Don't leave your girl at home. I like it when you bring her with you. So I can mingle with you. I can spend some singles with you. Come and take a flick with Fist so you can see the bigger picture. Bigger figures everywhere I go. I gotta sip the liquor with a hitter just in case your chicken hair's feeling better. I ain't got no time for that.
Still never feel. Christina, what's good?
I put one in your starter cat. I be where the dollars at. Flipped it, then I got it back. Make you famous, yeah, you made it, bitch, and now you on the map. Trolling, here's my autograph. Spend cause I'm affording that. I'll put one in you, nigga. I ain't even pausing that. I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes.
Let's go.
I like fucking models out they fancy clothes. I like it. I like popping bottles. I like nasty hoes. I like fucking models.
Let's go.
Out they fancy clothes. I like.
Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Okay. Y'all know the fucking vibes. Bang. But yeah, man, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. I absolutely love Sheed and you know his personality. I really look forward to seeing more from him in battle rap. If you guys want to reach out to Sheed, he dropped his socials, so hit him up. Not his social, his socials. Get that? But yeah, man, thank you all. I appreciate all the props that was dropped. And I do want to mention, I did not announce the winner for August for the Prop Gang Challenge. Unfortunately, some of the data is a little backed up. There were some issues as far as the data, but as soon as I get the correct numbers, I'm going to put it out, and then we're going to get you guys your prizes. All right, man. Again, thank you all. One last prop game before we get up out of here. Thank you, and some more thank you. Drop a prop if you fuck with Fit.
I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I lied. I like popping bottles, I like nasty hoes, I like fucking models, out they fancy clothes. I like. Please don't spill my drink. Chill, nigga, watch your step. These ain't Nikes, these just sets. So they like me, y'all upset. I be writing for the best, but I'm pricey, cut the check. Chicks invite me for the sex, so I piped it, then I left. Only sights that's on my neck. Get a hype and leave her wet. This ain't high key, I'm a vet, and bitch, I'm spicy, so respect. Who these hoes admire me? See the way they eye me. You want that work? I got that work. Look, baby, you can hire me.
Misfit, Murder Ave gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow, let's get it. Hey yo, what's good? Misfit, Murder Ave gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow.